Sure would be nice if Darth Weegee showed up just about now. Oh, there he is. Oh, hang on, let me increase your volume. I honestly can't remember what my settings were for you for streams regarding, like, you being audible over the music. I don't remember, so I just turned you up all the way. So I guess if you're, like, extremely loud, that people in the chat can tell me, and I can adjust. There it is. Okay. Alright. You good to go?
I am good to go.
Okay.
You just gotta pull up the couple of documents. But we can talk while we do that, because I have the one.
So, Disney is in Smash.
That's
That's pretty insane.
pretty pog, if you ask me.
It's quite pog. I, Darth Weegee, do decree that this is pog.
Yes. I have very complicated thoughts on this, but...
Sir, nobody knows what pog means. Mr. President, please speak to the public in a way they would understand.
Well, if the American people...
be doing so. 'Tis up to them to educate themselves on internet lingo.
It turns out the American people are cringe! I thought that this country was based. Today I am campaigning, make America based again.
So stupid.
Yes. Alright.
This country was founded on being PogChamp and not Monka S. I don't even know what Monka S means. The only like Twitch emote that like I know what it means is PogChamp. All the other ones, it's like it's just so bizarre.
Yes.
It's insane that the journey is over.
Yeah.
Like, man. Because if you really think about it, this journey has been going since 2013.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Like... It's been... just, like, 8 years of just this crazy ride. You know? Like, there was a little break in 2017. Because no new DLC was being released and Smash Ultimate hadn't been announced yet. But, you know, during 2017, you know, Sakurai and his team would have still been working hard on getting Ultimate, you know, done, so... Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's been a long, crazy journey.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the next one.
Yeah, let's talk about the next one now.
top tier transitions, people.
You ready to get this started?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
need to get the joint document up, but I got the my main notes.
Yeah.
Up and
Okay.
running.
All right. So, welcome everyone to the next Smash Theorycrafting / Speculation.
Oh, I pulled up the wrong document. Hold on. I pulled up project I've been working on. But now I got the right one. We're good.
Okay.
We're gaming.
And today we're gonna be talking about the roster because we finished talking about like the gameplay and the game modes that we think will appear in the next title. So I think that it goes without saying that the next Smash game is going to have a roster cut.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, Sakurai himself even said, like, yeah, I think that, you know, there's never going to be another Smash game that has this many characters. And I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
And
Until Smash 10.
yeah. And with the next Smash game, I would like to see some changes made to some movesets, some characters more than others. And we will talk about those later. But first we have to determine who we are going to have in said Smash game. So, the grand total of fighters in Smash Ultimate currently is 89. So, I rounded that up to 90 and then cut that in half and said, alright, 45. We're gonna just have 45 veteran slots in this game, and this DK is absolutely being eaten alive here. And,
He's fighting Grenade. Oh!
Yeah, did you see that?
I did. I returned to the stream just as that came up.
Wait until you see the jabs. So, yeah, right here. So, Darth and I each independently made roster cuts. And so
goodness.
we each have a list of 45 characters that we think will return. And then so now we are going to discuss that. Characters that him and I agree on, that are on both of our lists, will automatically be put on the final list that we have. Other characters, though, we'll have to do a bit of deliberating on to determine who is going to make it in and who will not. This wasn't easy for either of us. I think Darth had a little bit of a harder time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't easy because there are a lot of beloved characters that we enjoy. That
most of the roster in general just feels like it deserves to be here.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like there's only like one or two off the top of my head that like you could debate on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried to come at this from the perspective of, okay, Smash has kind of become this celebration of gaming. So I tried to come at it from that angle and say, like, okay, like, who are the big names, like the gaming icons that deserve to be in here, and then a couple of others who I think are either mainstays of the Smash series or just make for a more interesting roster because of their their toolkit, and the archetypes that they cover. So, I suppose we should get started.
Indeed.
So I think it's pretty safe to say that we both have the entirety of the original 12 in there.
That was originally going to be the case, but
Okay.
then I had to cut down the number. So I think...
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You cut original 12 characters in favor of...
Yeah. If I had
that's
more
interesting.
slots, I would not have, but I think I...
Okay.
Jigglypuff, I think, is...
I was gonna say, if you cut one, I think you would have picked Jigglypuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, who do you have in the original 12 then?
I'm trying to figure that out, because I don't have the list ordered in, like, appearance.
I just ordered them based on how Smash Ultimate ordered them, just to make things easier for the sake of discussion. I mean, we can safely assume that Mario's in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't have a Smash game without Mario. He is the Nintendo guy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think only Jigglypuff I cut. Everybody else is in there.
Okay. So I had Puff stay in just because I feel like there isn't another character that plays quite like Puff does.
Yeah.
So I feel like cutting Puff from the roster, you kind of lose something there.
Right, yeah. I don't know, it's like... There are a couple Pokemon characters that... Like, it came down to, like, how many characters representing the Pokemon... Like, representing Pokemon there would be.
Right.
And... That one I had to cut a lot of franchises down to the wire, and that was just...
I did as well. I cut quite a few Pokemon.
Yeah, like...
And quite a few Fire Emblem characters, even though I do enjoy myself a Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Yeah, Jigs was just the one that I cut. There's like one Pokemon that's kind of interchangeable. There's like three I really won't budge on, but we can get to that at some point if you wish.
Okay. So you cut Jigglypuff. I'm trying to...
All the rest of the original 12 is on there, just not Jigs.
Right. I feel like it's... Do you want to, how do you want to do this? Do you want to just get out of the way all the characters that we agreed on, or do you want to debate on them little by little? Because I feel like it's harder to debate on them when we don't know who else we have in the roster already.
We can get the characters we agreed on out of the way first if you want.
Sure. So melee characters, I kept in Peach, of course.
Yeah, I kept her.
Yep. I cut Daisy, actually. I cut pretty much every Echo Fighter with, like, I think one exception.
Yeah, pretty much the same here.
Yeah. I am curious who which Echo Fighter you did not cut, but we can talk about that later. And I kept in Bowser, of course, and I would assume you did as well because he's your secondary.
Yeah, and he's also like the Nintendo villain. That's like all that aside.
Yeah, that alone earns him a spot, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, Peach and Bowser. So I actually, and I don't know if she's on your list. I honestly would be surprised if she was, but I kept Sheik.
I actually cut Sheik.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
I can understand where you're coming from with that, though. Because she only has one actual game appearance in her series, if you're not counting spin-offs.
Right.
But I feel like at this point, she has become sort of a mainstay of Smash. And not only that, but she brings a pretty unique archetype to Smash as well. You know, like the ninja archetype.
Right.
With like this very, very strong rush down with this insane combo game. And I guess you could argue that Captain Falcon has that, but I feel like Sheik does it, but with, you know, a certain amount of... There's just a different style to it, you know? With all her multi-hits and her projectiles that she even has. You know, and a teleport. Stuff that you would expect to see from a ninja character in, like, a traditional fighter.
Right.
Okay. So we can talk about Sheik later. Zelda. Is Zelda in?
Yeah.
Okay. I also kept Zelda in. Falco. I kept in Falco.
Yeah, I kept Falco too.
Okay. Did you cut Wolf?
I did.
I wanted to
That
keep
hurt
Wolf.
me.
I wanted to keep Wolf, but man.
It hurt me. And
Yeah.
he was like, "But you love my series." I'm like, "I know, buddy. But you take 2 shots to kill the sniper rifle. You're broken. Get out of here."
Okay.
That's actually no joke. In Assault, he's the only character that takes 2 shots to kill
Seriously?
the sniper rifle. Yeah, everybody else dies in 1 hit, but Wolf does not.
Okay. Rand says that he also has a list and that he kept Echo Fighters in his since they technically aren't separate characters. I can definitely see that argument. I tried to come at it from an angle of if I were to keep an Echo Fighter in, I would want to try to declone them. So,
Right.
I tried to consider, you know, okay, what Echo Fighters just don't even really need to be decloned, and because of that, you know, you can just keep in the character they're based off of. Or what characters, if I were to declone, would be interesting. And that's not to say that some of the Echo Fighters that I cut wouldn't be interesting if you decloned them. I just think that the one I had in mind is the most appealing to me.
I have a feeling I know which one it is, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Alright, so you kept in Falco. So the... Marth.
Yeah, I kept
in
Marth.
Marth. I also kept in Marth. Because, as far as Fire Emblem characters go, I feel like you gotta have the Golden Boy in, you know?
Yeah. He's pretty much the face of the series.
I mean, Ike is more so the face of the series, but Marth is, you know, the one who started it all.
Yeah.
And also, I'm pretty sure he's appeared in the most Fire Emblem games. He appears in, like, 4 of them as a main character, and then has guest appearances in, like, 2 or 3 others.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, he's got the 2... he's got his 2 first games, and he's got his remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the re-release on Switch, if you wanted to count that. Then there's Awakening.
Yeah, there's Awakening.
I think Echoes.
I don't think he appears.
Isn't he one of the Amiibo unit?
Oh, maybe he is. I haven't used my Amiibo with Echoes. actually.
Right. And there's codenames Steam, Fire Emblem Heroes, Fire Emblem Warriors.
Fire Emblem Warriors,
But yeah, he gets around. He gets around.
He does get around, yeah. A lot of times when there is a Fire Emblem spin-off, the cast is mostly characters from the more recent titles, so like Awakening onwards, but you always have Ike in there, and you always have Marth in there, because,
yeah,
you know, Smash Brothers. And I cut Lucina from the roster.
Unfortunate as it is, yes.
Yeah, it didn't feel great to do, but I did. And then, of course, I kept in Ganondorf because...
Of course.
He's one of the most fun characters in this game. That alone. Like, even if we end up, like, changing him up, I feel like the fact that he's been so fun to play in the other Smash games earns him a spot. And that's not even going into the fact that he is the villain of the Zelda series, which is basically Nintendo's, like, second big series, you know, aside from Mario.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, so I kind of skipped over a couple characters in the melee section because I cut them. So no Ice Climbers.
Fortunately.
No Dr. Mario, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And no Pichu.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. And no Young Link.
Yeah.
No Crenando, no bye. I did keep in Mewtwo.
Same.
Okay.
Also, double Rob without
oh my gosh,
team
right,
attack.
Right. It's one of the most busted things on doubles.
You thought double Cloud was bad.
Yeah. So it didn't feel great to do, but I cut Roy.
Yeah,
I
same.
like Roy a lot.
The thing was, out of all of the like Fire Emblem characters, he was the one I had a couple of more unique ideas on.
Yeah.
But with having to cut some characters for space, yeah,
Yeah.
he had to go, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he could like advance like he could represent the Game Boy Advance era of Fire
Yeah.
Emblem.
Yeah.
Which I would say is a pretty prominent era. I mean,
it's my favorite era.
Game
of
Boy
Fire
Advance
Emblem.
did have the yeah. Game Boy Advance did have like the first international Fire Emblem, so
Yeah.
also they're spamming side B and I hate it. This is why everybody hates my character.
It's working though. Look at them; they have 100%
Yeah, I
win
know.
rate. I wonder why. Oh, okay. Double DK or Jigs and DK? I think I'm gonna go with the double DK, just because Jigs is light. Okay. So, I cut Mr. Game & Watch.
I think I had. Hold on, let me check if I had him. Yeah, I could Game & Watch.
Really? Okay. I thought that was gonna be one I had to debate on, but I guess not.
First off, I hate Game & Watch. Second of all,
I like Game &
didn't
Watch,
think
just
about
not
it.
an Ultimate.
Yeah. I mean, I like him in Smash Flash 2. He actually was my main for a while.
Hmm. Yeah, I like him in well, I haven't played him in Melee, but I like him in Brawl. I like him in Smash 4. In Ultimate, he's just kind of toxic, and honestly, that comes down to more like game balance decisions than it does the character himself. You know, if he didn't have that stupid frame 3 out of shield thing, I don't think he would be as annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
So, I also cut Meta Knight. And it was not easy to do that, because I like Meta Knight a lot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But, I do have an idea of how to still have Meta Knight, appear in the game in some form. I can go into more details on that later. When we talk about stages. That's already a huge hint for what I have in mind for him. He has an idea. I have an idea. And also, I feel like he plays a little too similarly to characters like Kirby and Jigglypuff, and I thought that DDD would be the more interesting Kirby rep to keep in just because of his kit when compared to Meta Knight. Game & Watch has plenty of annoying things aside from Uppy. Yeah, he does, Laz. He has forward air. He has down smash, which is stupid. I was just giving an example as to, like, if they fine-tuned his game balancing a little more in Ultimate, I think that he would be fine, you know? He'd be like in Smash 4, where I just don't mind. I don't mind him. Ronald?
I have an idea. Let's... No, it's like the Smash 6 the first character trailer. They're all fighting, and suddenly they hear an "I have an idea."
Oh no!
Hard cut to them eating at McDonald's. Ronald is standing over them, smiling.
That's his final smash.
Yeah. It's called "I'm Loving It."
They all stop and get lunch at McDonald's.
Yeah. They just forget They just forget the fight and they lose a stock.
Yeah. My 2 Smash 4 mains going at it right now. Oh, there goes Robin. So, did you keep Meta Knight in, or did you also cut him?
I cut Meta Knight.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't easy to do, but yeah, I cut Meta Knight.
Yeah.
I kept in Pit.
I did too.
Yeah, I like Pit.
Yeah. Kid Icarus is awesome.
Kid Icarus is great, man.
I still need to play Uprising. Chris has a copy. So I haven't played it yet.
Man. It's got so much character, and the writing is so good.
Yeah, I do know about the writing.
It's a very funny game. But it also knows when to take itself seriously, too, which is great. There was this video that I saw about a canceled Wii Kid Icarus game that was going to have like a grimdark tone to it, and I can talk more about that later, like off stream, with you, because it's really interesting that the series almost went in that direction. We wouldn't have gotten I Never Learned How to Read if that had happened, you know?
Oh.
And that would have been a crime.
Yeah, the worst timeline even.
Yeah. So, we are limiting ourselves to 45 characters, Laz, because that is roughly half of the current Smash Ultimate roster. Yeah, it wasn't easy. So, now comes the Echo Fighter that I kept in. I kept in Dark Pit.
I did not keep him in, and the thing is, I know exactly why you would have kept him in.
Really?
Yeah, because I would have done the same thing, but once again, due to constraints...
You know what? I think I've discussed this with you before. Sniper moveset?
Not even that, just like the idea of just decloning Dark Pit and having it more represent, like, Uprising, like, more of Uprising's weapons.
Okay.
Like, the staff could definitely do more, but, like...
Yeah.
At the same time, it was like, I gotta cut this down. I'm sorry, Pitu.
Okay, I will convince you later. Wario. I kept in Wario.
If you didn't keep Wario, we would have an issue.
Yeah. Also, I cut Zero Suit. Probably not all that surprising. Because as far as Metroid reps go, Zero Suit's not that interesting.
Yeah.
And is just the same character. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, Captain Wario, Captain Snake.
Actually cut Snake.
What?
Listen.
My God.
Most of this...
Did you cut Robin too? My gosh, you heartless man.
I didn't. I only cut Snake was because I had to pick a Konami rep, and I went with who I thought was more relevant to Nintendo's history.
I mean...
No, it has nothing to do with my man crush.
Oh yeah, absolutely nothing. I mean, I think you'll be happy to know that I kept in Simon too. Okay. Well, that just ripped out my heart and stomped on it, but we'll discuss it later.
You ripped out my heart and stomped on it when we had to cut so many characters.
I'm sorry, I just, you know...
Listen, I have like a characters I would keep in if I had more spaces, and he is on that list. But... No, you gotta give him 45. Anyway.
He's on the waiting list. He's high up on the waiting list
exactly.
For you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll discuss Snake later. I kept in Ike.
I kept Ike too. It was either Ike or Roy. I decided to go with Ike since he had a little more unique thing going on.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but he's quite literally the face of the Fire Emblem series. He's the most popular Fire Emblem character by far.
Right.
You know, people, you know, would be pretty upset if Ike wasn't here. So, yeah, I kept him in. I also kept in, actually, that's skipping a couple of characters. So, let me see here. Yeah, I cut Pokemon Trainer and Diddy Kong and Lucas.
I kept two of those characters, being Diddy Kong and Pokemon Trainer, and cut Lucas.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, I like Lucas a lot. I think he's more fun than
same.
Ness. But
if
I had to pick a Mother Earthbound rep to be in Smash, it's gonna be Ness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the difference is one of those got released in the West.
Hello, Shark.
Yo, what's up?
ZSS's moveset can also be done by basically any agile ninja-like character. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Who currently isn't in, but I will fight for Sheik. Okay, so yeah, I kept in Sonic.
Yeah, I did too.
He's kind annoying in Smash, but he's a gaming icon. He deserves to be here. Yeah,
he's pretty much... He's almost, if not as famous as Mario.
Yeah.
So, makes sense. Yo, completely random, but have you ever, like, done that game where you put your name and the hedgehog and see what OCs come up?
No.
It's fun. Although, I will admit, from what I remember, since we both share the same names, I can share this information. Michael the Hedgehog was very boring.
Okay. I am curious if there's a Plasmaster the Hedgehog.
That'd be funny.
Probably not. It's not a very common name.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know very little kids named Plasmaster.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant there's, like, no YouTube channels named Plasmaster. aside from mine.
So
There's one, but it has like 1 subscriber and 2 videos, and I've never even looked at their stuff.
Is there like that weird ventilation thing that comes up if you search your name on Google?
What?
Like if you look at Google, like there's that weird like HVAC device thing that comes up. Like it starts with your channel, and then there's like some HVAC thing. Hold on.
I don't know. I'm DMing you.
Yeah, it's like
Um.
yeah, it's like some ionizer from LG.
So I kept in DDD, getting back on topic.
Yeah, I kept in DDD.
I cut Olimar.
I did too.
Yeah, sorry, Laz.
Yeah, look, I get it. Pikmin's great series, but roster constraints, I'm sorry.
Yeah, also, I feel like, out of, you know, the Nintendo characters in Smash, probably Olimar, like, he deserves to be in Smash, but he's probably towards the bottom of the list, if you ask me.
Yeah, Nintendo's kind of like left Pikmin off to the wayside recently, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, hopefully if Pikmin 3 Deluxe sold well, maybe there's hope, but I don't know how well it sold.
Yeah. Let's see. I cut Lucario as well.
Look, I did too. I love
Really?
Lucario. Lucario's...
Okay.
Yeah, Lucario's my favorite Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
But I had to do it.
Wow. I honestly did not expect that. I thought that Lucario was going to be one of the ones that you just fought over.
No, I had to be realistic.
Okay. So...
Wait, there's a Red the Hedgehog?
Oh, no.
I'll have to look it up after this.
So... And I did this partially because of just his importance to the history of gaming and his legacy in the Smash series, and partially because he's your main. I kept in Rob.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That was the one thing of bias that I'm allowed to...
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have an argument to back it up.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of saved gaming back in the 1980s, you know?
Yeah.
And granted, video games were still probably going to become popular medium again at some point without Rob. But because of his existence and Nintendo's just smart business decisions when it came to him, I think that it kept that video game crash from killing the industry for longer than it did.
Yeah. Plus, honestly, let's be real, like,
yeah.
that aside, he's probably one of the more original, like, Smash-like characters, because, like, most of his stuff except for his gyro are made up. So, he's probably the closest to an original fighter the series has got.
Aside from, like, Captain Falcon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does it for the Brawl characters. Actually, no. There's more Brawl characters. Toon Link. I cut Toon Link.
I actually kept Toon Link.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted a character that more represented the traditional Link playstyle and, like, more traditional Zelda gameplay than the plans I had for Breath of the Wild Link, which is the current link that I would be using.
Okay. My concept for Link in this next Smash game is that he would still use the Breath of the Wild design, but I was planning on kind of making him an amalgam character where he represents multiple things from across his series and not just Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Because I felt that worked better for the character. I don't think that we need more than one Link, and if we did have more than one Link, they would have to be very different in playstyle than they are now. Because right now they're very similar in playstyle in Smash, and I don't see I just don't see a reason to, you know, have more than one.
Right.
But we can discuss that later after we finish checking off all the characters that we agree on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we already said we cut Wolf when we talked about Falco. I kept in Villager.
I believe I did so too. Let me just look at my list. Wait. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, I kept Villager. Oh, Miracle upon Miracles, the Pikachu one.
Yeah. And I kept in Mega Man.
You know me, of course I kept Mega Man in the game.
Yeah. He was one of the ones where I was like, yeah, Rob, he's definitely getting in. Like, Darth definitely had him on his list. So I cut Wii Fit.
I did too. Sad boy hours.
I cut Rosalina.
I kept Rosa, actually.
Okay.
I was a little more generous with how many characters I gave the Mario series, in all honesty.
Alright. I kept Little Mac.
Same.
Nice. I love to see that.
Me too.
I have some ideas for Mac.
I just gotta think of, like, I already know I haven't worked too much on Mac because there isn't so much like super original ideas just yet. Just more like, how the heck do I balance this character to actually make him viable for once?
Yeah.
But we will get to that.
Yeah. I cut Greninja.
I did too.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you cut Sheik but kept Greninja, we need to have a serious talk. Like, what the heck? You cut, like, the better of the two ninja characters in Smash.
I would have put, if I had to choose between the two, I would pick Sheik over Greninja.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's just that, like, yeah, you know the drill already.
Yeah. So, Mii Fighters is in a weird position. Darth and I discussed this a little bit off stream, and we kind of decided, like, because Mii Fighters are kind of more than just a character, they're sort of a feature, with how you can customize them. And correct me if I'm wrong, Darth, if I got something, if I got one thing from our conversation that was not at all what you thought. But we have decided to kind of consider the Mii Fighters as a sort of free space.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mii Fighters are kind of our bingo free space.
Yeah.
so you don't really need to discuss them at all. Moving on, though, I cut Palutena from the roster.
I did too.
Neat. Let's move on. Pac-Man. I kept Pac-Man.
I kept Pac-Man too.
All right. I like to see that. And we already know that this one's still in. Robin, of course. Robin is staying. Because as far as Fire Emblem representation in Smash goes, I feel like you have to have Marth and Ike in there, and then Robin not only represents like the newer era of Fire Emblem, but also just has a more unique playstyle when compared to most other Fire Emblem characters that are in Smash. So I think
magic.
Magic, durability
weapon
system.
durability.
Yeah.
Even the pair-up system with his final smash.
Yeah, Levin Sword. Yeah. And also because Robin is my main. Definitely no bias there, though. Absolutely not. I kept in Shulk.
I did too.
Okay.
It's friggin' Xenoblade.
It's Xenoblade. It's one of Nintendo's up-and-coming series. So, yeah.
It's one of those series that Nintendo's like, so we have a couple RPGs that are exclusives. Why don't we try making these household names?
Yeah.
So they did that with they've been doing that with Fire Emblem.
Yep.
Xenoblade's been getting a lot of attention.
Yep.
Plus, I forgot what the name of the operation is, like the campaign to get him over to the West was called, but
Rainfall. Operation Rainfall.
yeah, you got a game representing that whole thing.
Yeah. I cut Bowser Jr. from the roster.
I kept Bowser Jr.
Okay. I kept Duck Hunt. I'm assuming you did not.
I did not.
Okay. I'll say my piece on Duck Hunt later.
Yeah.
I kept Ryu.
I kept Ryu as well.
Okay.
We need the fighting. We need the father of fighting games.
Yeah.
To represent.
Yeah.
All right, Laz. See you later, man.
Okay. See you, Laz. Cloud. I kept Cloud.
Yeah. So did I.
Yeah. We are running out of spaces here. I kept in Inkling.
Same.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Did you do Bayo?
I cut Bayo and Corrin.
I kept Bayo, cut Corrin.
Okay. Okay. Well, regardless, Corrin is gone. Crab Riv.
Oh, yes.
Corrin is dead.
I hate it because I love Corrin's playstyle, but
yeah.
You know, it's Corrin.
It's Corrin.
Also, can we talk about this Cloud just a second ago? Just like
I didn't see
embracing
it.
the quick play. Dude. All I gotta say is quick play Cloud.
I kept Ridley.
Same.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
Yeah. I kept Simon.
Oh, yeah.
And K. Rool. I kept in as well.
This hurt, but I cut K. Rool.
Ah! No! What? He's one of the most fun additions in Ultimate.
Yes, I know.
And he's a fan favorite.
I know.
Darth.
But Diddy Kong.
Fuck Diddy Kong.
Listen,
K. Rool's the villain of the Donkey Kong Country series.
Maybe I can be convinced.
Possibly.
Please. I don't like monkey. I want funny crocodile.
Then why did
I
you
am a
have him on
slave
your
to what I-
list?
Because I thought, hey, Diddy Kong, he's like the other protagonist.
Who cares? Give him a cameo on a stage or something. I don't know. Make him an assist trophy. I don't know. Put him in Donkey Kong's Final Smash or something. Like, do something else for Diddy Kong.
What? Screw that.
Yeah, K rolls in.
He rolls in.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong. We don't need Diddy Kong here. I am free. I'm a free man, and it feels good.
Okay, I cut Isabelle and Incineroar from the roster.
I cut Isabelle, but I kept Incineroar.
I figured you'd kept Incineroar, yeah. This, wasn't easy to do just because this character, the fact that they're even in Smash is hilarious to me, but I cut Piranha Plant.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
I'm the plant gang forever, man.
Yeah, cutting Plant was not easy. Which is something I never thought I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, cutting Plant was not easy. I also cut Joker from the roster.
Same. Listen.
Okay.
Person series good. Is the best one represented in Smash as a fighter? No, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So I kept in Hero.
I cut Hero, but only because of roster restraints.
Oh man.
I would have kept him otherwise, because Dragon Quest being the father of modern JRPGs, I would have kept him, but
not just that,
I
but
just ran out of
Hero
space.
is the most fun character in Smash to me.
He is so fun.
I don't want another Smash game without him, if I'm being honest.
Same.
Oh man.
Maybe you can replace another character with him. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
He's on the waiting list.
Terry. I kept Terry. Actually, hang on. Why did I order Terry and Banjo out of order on this list? I kept Banjo and Terry.
Wait, did I? I think I cut both of them.
Okay.
I love Terry.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for Banjo, not because, like, I just don't like how they play. That's pretty much
That's
it.
fair. I'll be honest, if Banjo's probably one of the easier ones to convince me to take off of my list.
Right.
Even though I really appreciate what Banjo meant to people in his inclusion in Smash, and I think that he is a much better rep for Microsoft than Steve. Spoilers for later down the list. Yeah, I could be convinced not to keep him in.
Rand's just speaking straight facts. GA is just the best Persona character. This is objective.
And then this is... I know this is gonna wound you and our friendship so much. I cut Byleth.
Kept Byleth.
I know you did. I know you did. I had a premonition that you kept Byleth. Because I know that Three Houses is your favorite Switch game.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can discuss that later down the line. I cut Min Min.
Yeah, same. listen, Arms is good. Like, it had some issues, but it was still a really good game.
Yeah.
But all things considered, you probably do without it if I had to cut it for some reason.
Yeah. I also cut Steve.
I did not.
I know.
It's Minecraft.
I know. I just hate Steve in Smash. That's not me saying that I hate his inclusion in Smash. I'm fine with him being in Smash. It's just his representation. How they like went about his moveset and stuff in Smash that I don't like.
Right.
I think he's the most annoying character to fight in this game, and I think that if he were to get into our list, our combined list, I think that I would make some changes to his moveset so that
I'm already
not annoying.
I'm kind of want to do a couple of revamps, but I'm trying to think of ones that are like, no, you know what, Sakurai, actually that was a pretty brilliant idea.
Like
the
Flint on the head.
Yeah, like the Flint and Steel as his down tilt, I would never have thought of that, but in hindsight, that's flippin' brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a pretty cool idea. Okay. So... I only have 2 more names on my list. My list numbers 46. One of these characters is not getting in. I just could not bring myself to not put their name on the list because I really want them to be in. And
right.
For all I know, you're gonna be like, yeah, I want them in too. But I don't know. So...
Alright.
Number 45 on my list is Sephiroth.
Listen, I'd love to put him in the game, but I don't know, it's like sort of a trimming the fat thing, because I love Sephiroth. As it stands, like, depending on how much I like Sora, right now, Sephiroth is my favorite Fighter Pass 2 character, hands down.
Same.
But, once again, due to, like, just limitations, I had to... Like, okay, so Final Fantasy, as much as I love Sephiroth, but I need to get rid of, just for the sake of, like, getting the limit, I have to take it out. So, he is not on my list, but, yeah, we shall see.
Yeah. I have an argument prepared for Sephiroth, but we'll get to that later.
Alright.
Pyra and Mithra. They are number 46 on my list.
Yeah, I don't have...
Yeah. I love them. I love having more Xenoblade representation in Smash. But... Yeah. And to be clear, the number 46 on my list, it doesn't actually count as them being on my list. Like, if Darth was like, yeah, I have them on my list, I'd be like, alright, well, I don't. I just put them on number 46 because I couldn't bring myself to not have them on the list. It was more to preserve my emotions than anything.
Right.
And then we only have 2 more characters to discuss, and neither of them are on my list, Kazuya and Sora.
Yeah, Kazuya is on my list.
Okay.
And Sora is not. Not because I do... My relationship with Sora is complicated as of yet, so to speak.
Okay.
But I was also too lazy to look over the list and say, okay, who am I gonna cut to keep Kingdom Hearts Kid in the game?
Right. Yeah, I was a little bit scared going into the reveal today because I was like, depending on who it is, I might have to rethink my list. But Sora did not do that for me.
Right.
I mean, it's cool that Sora was the ballot winner, and it's cool to see him in Smash. But he doesn't change my feelings on my list at all. It's just, from the perspective of gaming icons, I feel like Sora doesn't quite reach that height that some of these other characters have.
Right.
And I know that people are gonna be like, well, you have Falco on your list, though. He's not a gaming icon. And it's like, yeah, true, but he's been in the Smash series for such a long time. He has a history with Smash, and that alone kind of...
Kind of same thing going on with Falcon.
Kind of says something. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like it just wouldn't be...
What was that?
I don't know. It wouldn't be a Smash game without Captain Falcon, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was painful.
Yeah.
We have...
And that was the first hour of pain. We have another one coming up, people.
Oh yeah. So we have, if I am correct, if I'm counting this correctly, we have 8 slots left.
Indeed.
That are empty. So now begins the deliberation.
All right.
I will. I'm trying to think of some characters that I am willing to concede on not being in.
Do you want to just write a list real quick of the characters that we were debating on for reference?
Sure. Okay, it's Jigglypuff. If you can just rattle them off to me, I can write them in.
I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but we got Jigs, Snake was one.
Snake.
Duck Hunt, Hero, Terry,
Steve,
Pyramithra,
yeah,
Byleth,
Sephiroth, Byleth.
Oh gosh, who's the one Well, Bowser Jr. and Rosa. Oh, yeah, Dark Pit, that's what I was forgetting.
I just typed in Dark Pit, Bowser Jr., Rosa, Pokemon Trainer.
Oh yeah. And Incineroar.
Yeah, Incineroar. No need to write down Diddy Kong. We funnily enough already cleared that one up.
Yeah. It was like Toon Link.
Oh yes, Toon Link. Okay.
Bayo.
Yes, Bayo, Kazuya.
I think that was it off the top of my head.
Is it?
I don't remember anything else.
Yeah, we both cut Palu. We both kept Shulk. Did I write down Duck Hunt? I did. Okay. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. So ones that I'm willing to concede on are Jigglypuff, as painful as it is, Pyramithra.
Yeah.
and possibly Duck Hunt, although I do have an argument prepared for why they should be in.
Wait, did we cut Duck Hunt? Or did I just cut Duck Hunt?
You cut Duck Hunt, I did not.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I think from what I can concede on mainly is Bayo, the remaining Mario characters, Rosa, Bowser Jr., and Incineroar to an extent.
Okay.
Probably...
I'll hear your argument on Incineroar if you have one to make. Yeah.
Mostly my argument for Incineroar is he's kind of
grappler.
As far as like,
Because he's the grappler.
Yeah, mostly the grappler and kind of like a more modern Pokemon, because all the other ones that I picked were like from Gen 1 sort of thing, so like older Pokemon, so I didn't really have any modern reps. So I had Incineroar kind of representing that, and he had the more interesting moveset compared to him and Greninja and Lucario to an extent. Lucario's kind of starting to fade out of the whole modern Pokemon era, but...
Okay.
But, so like, those would be my argument for Incineroar.
I can see that. Yeah. I do think that since we cut Jigglypuff, and this is difficult because we only have 8 slots left.
Yeah.
But I think that if we agree Jigglypuff's not in, I think I can relent on Incineroar.
Right. And like the thing about Jigs is that like she's original 12, she's been there since the beginning, and I would do it off of that principle, but that's kind of one of those things where it's like base.
Yeah. That being said, though, Pokemon Trainer over Jigglypuff?
Pokemon Trainer, in my mind, represents an aspect of Pokemon, the team building parts of Pokemon.
Better than
so you have
Jigglypuff does.
Yeah, so like, you have your 3 Pokemon that you switch to perform different tasks. They each have their own specialties. So you switch those Pokemon around to kind of represent that team dynamic that is a big part of Pokemon. And plus you also represent the Gen 1 starters on top of that. So that would be what I would think of for...
No, Darth and I both cut Greninja.
Yeah. I find Greninja fun. But...
I was awful with Greninja, and then I played him for Greninja montage that's going up in November. Yeah, I find him a lot more fun now.
Yeah.
I got a lot better with him through that.
Plus gave me a little preview. You guys don't want to miss this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Actually, a long-awaited Smash style is going up later this week, but I'll not talk anymore on that because you know, this isn't the time. Yeah, I can agree about Pokemon Trainer. My one thing with Pokemon Trainer is that they just, I don't know, they feel weird to me. Like they, I don't know, they feel kind of awkward. And maybe that's because it feels like, as far as a stance fighter goes, they don't really work. I think individually the characters all work, but I think together they don't quite mesh the way that something like Pyra/Mythra does, where
Right.
Mythra is the one that you use early on to rack up the damage with the combos and everything, and then you use Pyra to finish it off. I feel like Pokemon Trainer doesn't really do that the same way. Like, yeah, Squirtle has combos, and I personally am terrible with Squirtle and his combos. I don't understand how to do them.
Right.
But like, yeah, Squirtle has the combos, and then Charizard has the kill power. But it's like, what's Ivysaur supposed to be doing exactly? Like, I feel like Ivysaur is the one you switch to when you just want to play Keep Away.
Right. He's like the middle of the road sort of
Yeah.
thing. A little more zoning heavy, I would say.
Uh-huh.
Actually, that's good. Yeah. The character to kind of like have that medium where your damage is low enough that you don't need to switch to Charizard, or your opponent's damage is high enough that you need to KO them easy, but your damage is high enough that you can't really do Squirtle that well, because if you get touched once, you're dead. So honestly, like, one of the things I would change to Squirtle, make him a little more rushdown heavy.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a little faster.
Uh-huh.
I think all the Pokemon could use a little bit of speed adjustments, but Squirtle in particular could use a
Except
couple.
for Pikachu.
Well, I'm talking about the Pokemon Trader's Pokemon.
Yeah. Pikachu needs to slow the heck down.
Yeah, really.
Going too fast, Pikachu. You gotta stop and smell the roses. You gotta learn to slow down, appreciate life sometimes. Maybe not zero to death me, immediately at the start of the match. Yeah.
Jinx!
Okay. This is difficult to. I think. I think with this list of characters that we have to debate on, I think that at least for right now, if we find that later on we have an empty slot that we think could be filled, I think that we could fill it with a Pokemon character then. But I think for now, maybe just pick between Pokemon Trainer or Incineroar.
Right.
I think Incineroar is probably the better choice, because while yes, Pokemon Trainer does represent that aspect of the Pokemon series and is also a Gen 1 rep, we already have a Gen 1 rep in the form of Pikachu, so I think that Incineroar would be a
And
better...
Mewtwo.
And Mewtwo as well, yes. So, yeah. But that's my thoughts on it. These are two characters that you wanted to keep in, so I'll let you make that call.
I'll go with Incineroar for now.
Okay.
It feels like after the debate I made is a bit of a betrayal, but
Oh, yeah.
there's also the Incineroar's gameplay.
Right, and the fact that he represents the more modern era of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can check them off the list, at least for now. So I did have by the way, I had ideas for Bayo and Kazuya, actually, because while they were not on my list, I do think that having some Tekken representation would be really cool. And
Yeah.
Bayo having fake won the fighter ballot back in Smash 4. When I made this, I was like, oh, she's the fighter ballot winner, so yeah, I should still represent her in some way. And now with the revelation that she actually wasn't the winner and Sora was the winner, like, that doesn't really apply anymore, but she's still an up-and-coming Nintendo character that I would like to see represented in Smash in some way. So the idea I had for Bayo and Kazuya was to make them assist trophies.
Right.
So they're not fully playable characters, but they're still, getting a little bit of the spotlight in that regard.
Yeah, Bayo I could pass on,
right?
Honestly. I kind of had her because, like, she's kind of an honorary Nintendo character at this point, let's be real.
Yeah.
I can kind of live with that. And Kazuya, I've got a little more reservations for, and I can explain that either when we get to it or now, if you want.
We can do it now. I'll be honest, I think that there is sort of a power struggle between Kazuya being on your list and Terry being on mine.
Yeah.
Because they are both fighting game characters.
Yeah. And I think when you're looking at fighting, you gotta look at what each character kind of, like, represents. And the thing is, like, Terry, the Fatal Fury series, the King of Fighters series are still really big deals. SNK, they're kind of coming back into form with some of their fighting games. But back in the day, they were huge fighting game developers. Capcom actually crossed over with them at one point.
Yeah.
They have so much stuff, like, under their belt that they're currently developing, as well as stuff that they had back in the day. You had, like, King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Samurai Showdown, or to, like, all of these revolutionary fighters.
Yeah.
Which actually made it a little difficult to cut Terry, because I would have kept him in as well if it weren't for, like, the limitations and stuff. Kazuya... Go on.
I kept Terry in mostly because he's an SNK rep.
Yeah.
And I feel that he, because he sort of was the catalyst that inspired Sakurai to make a fighting game like Smash in the first place, I think that earns him the spot. And when it came to Kazuya, I kind of thought, you know what? Kazuya's cool, but we already have a Namco rep on this list, and it's Pac-Man, and I had a pretty good feeling that you were going to keep Pac-Man in as well, so I felt pretty comfortable with cutting Kazuya from my list.
Yeah. The thing about Kazuya is Kazuya represents a different genre of fighting games.
That's fair.
And just, like, the different ways that they're played. Because Terry, all the King of Fighters stuff is still 2D.
Yeah.
And while there's definitely unique parts to Fatal Fury King of Fighters that makes it stand out for something like Street Fighter, there's not really anybody, at least in playable form, that represents the 3D fighting game space.
Right.
Like, sure, you've got Akira from Virtua Fighter, which, like, with Virtua Fighter being the first 3D fighting game,
yeah,
you've got the representation there, but at the same time, it's like having a playable representation of what is the most popular 3D fighter. It seems reasonable to to keep Kazuya in to represent that subgenre of the fighting game, of fighting games in general.
Yeah.
So that would be why I would keep Kazuya in over Terry, as much as I prefer Terry over Kazuya. And it feels like a bit of a betrayal to SNK, but at the same time, it's like, looking at, like, what parts of the fighting games they represent was something that I mainly looked at when choosing between the two.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you are not on board with Kazuya being an assist trophy?
No.
Okay. I can concede with Kazuya being playable with the caveat that we make Terry an assist trophy instead.
Alright.
Are you good with that? I mean,
yeah, we can go with that.
As much as I love Terry and as fun as he is, I do
Yeah.
want to see him still get represented in the game in some form. I don't think that he should just be, wiped entirely from the game. I do want him to be represented in some way, and I think while an assist trophy, it's not playable. It does kind of do character justice. Okay, let me add Kazuya to the list. All right, so we have 6. Let me skip to a more upbeat song. There we go. So we have 6 slots left. They are they're going fast. Okay, check off those 2. I am interested that you stuck to your guns regarding Toon Link.
Yeah, so what I wanted to do, you already heard my argument about, between the two. I didn't really think of doing an amalgamation character as much as, Breath of the Wild, be the current, and kind of being a representation for the newer era of, with Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2 coming out, kind of representing that sort of gameplay feel, because it's much different from older Zelda titles.
It is.
So kind of wanting to mess with that a little bit. And kind of mess around with more concepts, more leading into the Breath of the Wild side of the character.
Right.
Then leaving Toon Link kind of there as a way to represent that...
The more traditional.
Yeah, the more, puzzle solving, the more, use of items without the threat of them breaking.
Right.
That sort of, older aspects to Link.
Okay.
And have those represented via Toon Link. And also just represent the Toon Link style in general, which it wasn't just Wind Waker that had it. There was a whole bunch of Zelda games that had that style, so kind of a way to represent that as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I tried to make sure the Discord didn't die on us.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think I think just because again, this is sort of a power struggle between keeping in Sheik or Toon Link.
Right.
The reason why I keep pairing up characters to debate over like this is just because it makes it a little easier to discuss. Yeah. Because it can give us sort of a reference point. I think that just from the viewpoint of gameplay variety and roster variety, I think that Sheik is much more interesting than Toon Link if Link is also staying in.
One more time, I'm sorry.
I think that for the sake of roster and gameplay variety, I think that having Sheik in is more interesting than Toon Link.
Right.
If Link is still going to be using the bow and the boomerang and bombs, then I feel that Toon Link would feel a bit redundant.
Right.
Whereas Sheik is just very unique. And looking at our list here right now, there is no character that plays quite like Sheik on this list.
Right.
I'm trying to make a very strong case for Sheik here.
Right.
I do agree with the sentiment though of representing the more cartoony side of the Zelda series with Wind Waker and some of the 2D titles. This is kind of bleeding into talking stages. And I already have my stage list done. And if I remember correctly, Pirate Ship is not currently on it, but I will be willing to put it on there if it gets Sheik in the game.
Right.
I'm just bargaining. Stage 3 of grief. Bargaining.
Yeah. I am curious to hear what ideas you have for Link, so I will concede on this one, because like you just said, Sheik is a more unique character, so I will be willing to concede on this one.
Okay. Okay. We actually don't have too many, well, I mean, still not many slots left. There's 5 slots left, but we actually don't have too many more characters to discuss.
Right. Do we want to mark the characters that we have said, yeah, we're gonna, like, leave these to the wayside for now?
Like the ones that we said at the beginning, like we're gonna...
Like the ones that we said, like, we're gonna keep these guys kind of to the side for now.
How do you mean, like, keep them to the side? I don't understand.
Just, like, mark the ones that we talked about,
like the ones that aren't...
We've already talked about,
that we've already talked about that aren't in?
Yeah.
Like, mark just differently?
Yeah, just kind of as a way to keep track of where we're at.
Okay.
Because I feel like the amount of characters that are left versus the amount of slots that are left are kind of going to help affect the conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so, actually, let me kind of get this one out of the way because I feel like it'll be an easier discussion. So my argument for Duck Hunt was that I really want one of Nintendo's retro reps to still have some representation, and I cut Mr. Game & Watch.
So to speak. So
that's weird.
There's kind of a way that I would be like, yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, like Duck Hunt, represents one of the earlier video games, but also one of the most popular video games in its heyday. I feel like I'm pretty sure that it's still in like the top 100 of like best-selling games of all time, which maybe doesn't sound like much, but when you consider how many games there are out there, like that's a pretty respectable achievement.
Yeah.
And also because Funny Downbeat go "Roar!" But like I said, I will be. I am willing to concede on Duck Hunt if you are adamant about, you know, someone getting in over them.
We can put Duck Hunt in.
Okay, I think I won't put Duck Hunt on the list quite yet. I think if we have one more slot at the end and there's really no more characters to debate on, then we can put in Duck Hunt.
Right.
What is going on with my computer? Oh, my brother's turning on his headphones and they're connecting to my. Hang on.
Huh.
I don't know why he's doing this. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. The audio was cutting out because my brother was connecting his Bluetooth headphones to the computer from the other room.
Right. No, I got it.
Sakurai did an interview recently with Tekken's director. Yeah, I saw that interview. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I saw the first part. I haven't seen the other two parts yet.
Oh, you gotta watch. There's 3 other parts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell how much I've been out of the loop.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's really interesting. Probably helps that it was a pack-in title for the NES. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Rand, Big Goof can't hear you. He has AirPods in. Tell him to take him out.
Okay. Let's talk Byleth.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, Byleth. Okay, so, my biggest argument, other than, well, I have a couple points. First of all, latest Fire Emblem game. Another character that represents a major gameplay shift in the series with the, like, the unit building. Instead of just having to fix units, you have, like, all the...
Like the sandbox element of it?
Yeah. But you can't really represent...
That was sort of a thing in, Fire Emblem Echoes and actually Gaiden, the second title in the series. There were some units that you could reclass into anything you wanted, but you couldn't do it with your entire army. There were some characters that were locked to certain classes. Three Houses kind of took it, took that idea and pushed it to 11, where like, okay, like now you can basically customize your entire army. You could have an army of exclusively archers if you wanted to, and I am still going to do that for my Golden Deer run, and you can't stop me. But yeah, I can kind of see that argument that, you know, because it's the most recent title in the series.
Yeah. The other thing that made me put the character back in was the weapons variety. Byleth has like the 4 big weapons that you'd see in pretty much every Fire Emblem game. You got your sword, your bow, your spear, and your axe. And Byleth happens to have all 4 of those.
The weapon triangle.
In their arsenal. Yeah.
Which is ironic because the weapon triangle is not present in Three Houses.
I mean, would you imagine how broken that would be, though? I mean, they have like the proficiency things that kind of
Right.
offset that, but
Yeah. Yeah, because any character can wield any weapon in Three Houses, I definitely see why they didn't have the weapon triangle.
right.
But yeah, coming from someone who has a decent amount of experience with the Fire Emblem series, I would say that Byleth. I mean, I like the weapon variety. I like that it's not just another sword fighter.
Yeah.
But I feel like Byleth wielding, Failnaught and Emir and Eridbar doesn't represent their character very well. And not only that, but it doesn't even represent the weapon triangle all that effectively.
Well, it wasn't so much the weapon triangle I was going for. It was just like
Just
the weapons in general.
variety itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I do like the idea of, not even necessarily a Fire Emblem character, but just a character in Smash that, isn't just using another sword.
Yeah.
And granted, Byleth has a whip sword, which does make things a little more interesting. I will say, if Byleth does make it on our list, I would honestly probably make a lot of changes. I probably would do entirely away with the other weapons, if I'm completely honest. I would pretty much exclusively just have them use the Sword of the Creator.
Right.
Which I don't know if that takes away a lot of the appeal of the character, with them kind of playing more like a distance demon, and having.
I mean, having just the whip sword would still be cool. It's just that it kind of would break down the entire point of. Well, not the whole point, but like a good chunk of the reason to keep the character in.
Okay. Yeah, Yeah. My I think the way that I look at it is that, like, let's take a look at what characters we already have on our list that are representing Fire Emblem. So that's Marth, Ike, and Robin. And Robin is already kind of a zoner of sorts. I mean, they're a mid-range character, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is difficult because I have a list of newcomers, which we're not going to discuss yet, but I have a list of newcomers, and there is a Fire Emblem character on that list, and I feel like if we let Byleth, if we let Byleth in, then they're automatically not on the list, but if we cut Byleth, then I'm gonna tell you who they are, and you're gonna be like, what the heck, why did you pick them over Byleth? Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a difficult call to make, because I like Byleth a lot. I was super excited that they were in Smash. Oh my gosh, that Ganon just got obliterated!
Hold on. Oh.
Look at this!
Oh, with down air. My goodness.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words. This is definitely one of the harder decisions, I think. I don't know. Again, if Byleth did get in, I would probably change them a lot, and so.
Right.
I mean, they would still probably play kind of like a zoner, but still, I would make a lot of changes to their moveset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I'd make a couple changes, not too many, but I would make a couple changes overall. But
so yay or nay on Byleth?
we'll keep Byleth kind of like as sort of like if we have slots left, which I doubt we will at that point, but
Right. Okay.
just
yeah, we can we can table that discussion for now.
yeah.
Okay. Snake.
This is actually kind of a tough one.
I like Snake.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Metal Gear, and you have it's a Kojima game.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima is he's a pretty prominent developer.
Yeah. I think that like Snake getting cut in Smash 4 really sucked. And I was so happy to see him back in Ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
And I really don't want to lose him again. You know, it's like, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back to you, then they're yours. And it's like, yes, that means Snake. I let Snake go and he came back. I'm never letting him go again. My boy came back. Yeah, that's pretty much my piece on Snake, aside from the fact that, you know, Konami rep, which, yeah, we already both have Simon in there, but, you know, Snake.
Right.
Also, he's a stealth game rep, which we don't have in Smash.
Yes.
Without him. So.
True.
Yeah.
How many people do we have left after Snake?
After Snake, we still have to discuss Hero, Steve, Sephiroth, and Dark Pit. I kind of putting the Snake discussion off to the side for a second.
Yeah, we'll keep the possibilities still on the table.
I am willing, as much as I really want to talk about my concept for moveset changes for Dark Pit, we are going to talk about characters, like ideas for moveset changes for characters that we cut later, like much later after we've discussed everything else.
Right.
So as much as I really want to talk about, you know, my Dark Pit concept sooner rather than later, I am willing to drop Dark Pit in favor of Sephiroth.
I
because
see.
Sephiroth being in Smash, it's not just because he's my favorite inclusion in not just the second Fighter's Pass, but in Ultimate. It's also because, you know, we need more villains in Smash. And so far, to my knowledge, when it comes to villains, we have on our list, like, Bowser, Ganondorf, K. Rool, Ridley, who are, like, the big four Nintendo villains.
Right.
So, like, the next logical step for me when it comes to villains is, like, okay, what other villains, like, really deserve to be here? And Sephiroth's honestly at the top of that list, because he is a villain, but he is, like, the JRPG villain, you know?
Right.
Like, if you're a person who plays JRPGs, you know the name Sephiroth. And not only do you know the name Sephiroth, but you can hear two notes alternating, and you will shudder in fear as the name Sephiroth crosses your mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if it is One-Winged Angel that's playing. If it's those two notes, you think of One-Winged Angel.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I feel like that's just... that alone is a testament to just the legacy that this character has. And just the recognition and the power that this character has in the realm of gaming, you know?
Right.
Like, I think that, you know, I never expected him to get into Smash, but now that he's here, I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted this without realizing it. Like, this is really cool, and I think that him being like the face of JRPG villains, I think that alone kind of at least puts him up for consideration. But then I think that all the other factors on top of that, at least for me, kind of makes it to... It kind of brings it to the point where it's like, you know what, he's got to be in.
Right.
And again, I am willing to part with Dark Pit if it means Sephiroth's in.
Right, we can do that.
All right, awesome. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Oh man. Wait, why did I... Hold on. I was like, how did Toon Link get on this list? I realized that I accidentally wrote Toon Link on it instead of Sheik.
Yeah, I saw it, but I was like, am I just too tired to actually, like, and I actually agreed to Sheik?
Wait,
No, I, like...
Wait, why is Hero on the list? We didn't agree on Hero, did we?
No, but I was going to get to that.
Why is Hero on the list then? That is really weird. Okay, I guess we have an extra slot. I mean, Hero might end up being right back in that slot, but, you know, we don't know that yet. So yeah, okay, so we actually have 5 slots, because I accidentally put Hero on the list for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I think it's just because I was like, nah, he'll come around. I'll convince him. It's only a matter of time.
Of course. Interesting maneuver.
Okay. So 5 slots left. Who is the next point of discussion? I guess we can circle back around. Actually, no. We can talk Steve.
Steve. I know. But Steve is freaking Minecraft.
I know it's Minecraft. I know.
The best selling.
I know.
It's one of the most best-selling games of all time.
I know.
And it's also really fun. If we want to use the, yeah. That's,
Oh, you know what? I just realized, I forgot to put Banjo on this list of characters we had to debate.
Oh, yes.
But then again, I did say that Banjo was one of the ones that I would part with the easiest, and there's probably no point in putting him on the list now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I came at this from the perspective of, you know, gaming icons, and as much as I dislike Steve in Smash, like his representation and like how his moveset works in Smash, I must agree that he is a gaming icon, whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put him on the list. And again, we can always end up changing his moveset to not be the most annoying thing since Yoshi. Okay. 4 slots left, and remaining in the debate circle are Snake and Hero, and then a tabled discussion on Duck Hunt and Byleth, which is it's 4. It is the number 4. It does match the number of slots we have remaining. So if we wanted to make this easy, we could just throw all of them in, unless, of course, there were other characters that we earlier conceded on that we want to bring back up for discussion.
So it would be Byleth, Snake, Hero, and
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we could work with that.
Yeah, wait. Basically all of them are zoners. Just realized that. Oops, all zoners. Please tell me that's a thing that's been made already. If it isn't, I'll make it. Because that's funny. Oh, man. Okay. I do want to take a quick glance over of the characters that we tabled entirely, or conceded on, rather. I think that we certainly could just make it easy on ourselves and throw in these 4. But I also think that for the sake of gameplay variety, that we could talk about... We could put Rosalina and Aegis back on the table for discussion. Because while I did not have Rosa on my list, I will admit that she kind of is Smash's, puppet character.
Yeah. Plus modern Mario.
Yeah. I think that you could very well just represent modern Mario through stages and music.
Right.
But yeah, I can definitely see an argument being made for that as well. I think that Aegis being a stance fighter is really interesting, and with us cutting Pokemon Trainer, I think that they could bring something unique to the table.
Right.
Because, in all honesty, while I 3/4 of the 4 characters that we have remaining are characters that were on my list and I wanted. I also think that them all being zoners is, it's a little, uninteresting. I mean, yes, their toolkits do differ in some ways, obviously. Duck Hunt is more of a trapper. Hero is, I mean, you could even make an argument for Hero not being a zoner at all, and just being like this weird, like, wild card thing.
Random item character.
Yeah. And then, Byleth is more of a... I don't know the right term for it. It's not quite mid-range like Robin is.
Right.
But they kind of just play keep away, I guess you could say.
Right.
So yes, they do have different playstyles in that sense. But I think that, considering some other archetypes to be represented that aren't currently on our list would be a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
I don't... It's a difficult decision in regards to Pyra and Mithra, because I could see a lot of people arguing, what, you cut Byleth in favor of Pyra and Mithra? You just cut one anime swords fighter for another one. That's
who cares? We just got one. I mean, we just got another anime sword fighter in Smash. That means nothing anymore.
This goldfish means nothing anymore. Okay. But I can also, I can see an argument being made that, currently on our list, Xenoblade has 1 rep, whereas Fire Emblem has 3. So
right.
It kind of comes down to, like, do we have 4 Fire Emblem reps and 1 Xenoblade, or 2 Xenoblade and 3 Fire Emblem?
Right.
And I do, again, this is a difficult thing because I like Byleth a lot.
Right.
They're a lot of fun, and I was really happy to see them get in. But I was also really happy about Pyra and Mithra getting in. This is like the 2 characters that everybody was angry about getting into Smash except for me. And now I'm like having like choose my favorite child. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I can, because a a puppet fighter is also a sort of zoner, but at least
Yeah.
Rosa, you know, at least it's a little bit different, and Rosa herself, you know, is pretty unique, just in terms of Smash Fighter. So, I can drop Duck Hunt for Rosa, if you are okay with that. Unless you now have strong feelings about Duck Hunt and would prefer Duck Hunt over Rosa.
That is tough. So like I said, Duck Hunt was on the waiting list. I wasn't expecting Rosa to be. It was one of those, like, choose one of the two Mario reps. I don't know. So I think we'll keep Duck Hunt in there for now, if that's alright.
Okay. And, I will, minor, teaser for my list of newcomers, but I do have 2 Mario characters on there.
Same.
So.
I wonder if they're the same.
Is one of them
obviously.
Is one of them Waluigi?
Yes.
Yeah, same. I have never once thought to myself, yes, I want Waluigi in Smash Brothers, but I will admit that it does make sense. I will admit that he does deserve to be in it, and it's kind of weird that he hasn't been already.
Right.
Is the other one Comic? Or Kamek, however you pronounce it, Magikoopa?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No. Okay. I was gonna say, you put Kamek in too? What the heck? But yeah, that's newcomer discussion, so let's move on from that. Okay, so Duck Hunt gets the okay, and Rosa gets the boot.
But then she uses gravitational pull to take away the boot and use it against you. You have now been booted from the Smash roster.
I think that Snake and Hero are a shoo-in.
Yeah.
Okay. So now comes the last slot and a very difficult decision. Byleth or Pyra?
Tough one indeed.
Yeah.
We come to a unique position because I don't really have much of an opinion on Xenoblade, as I have not played
That's
the Xenoblade
fair.
games yet,
Yeah.
as much as they are on my list.
I will say I have more ideas about changes to make to Byleth than I do the Aegis girls. But
Right.
that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I don't have strong ideas about Fox or Captain Falcon either. So, you know, just because I don't have strong ideas about changes that could be made doesn't mean that they shouldn't be in. You know, if anything, that's a testament to Sakurai and his team doing a great job, you know, representing the character to begin with. So. I think that for the sake of, again, roster variety, that Aegis would be more interesting than Byleth. But
Right.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you feel about that?
If we were to do in terms of interest in gameplay, Weegee, is your list just a piece? Hold on, I just want to read this. Weegee, is your list just a piece of paper that says I have games to play? Bottom text. No, it isn't.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, no, totally no. How did he know? No, but like, okay, gameplay variety's tough though too, because both kind of have different things going on, which makes them interesting, I would say. Like, Byleth a little less so, but like, special moves aside, Pyro and Mithra just have like that differences in terms of like, ow. But yeah, in terms of differences, like, Aegis is more interesting in terms of like gameplay, but I don't really care for Xenoblade 2 right now. Not to say it's a bad game, it's just that I haven't played it, so I don't have as much stake.
Xenoblade 2 is a horrible game. No, I'm joking. It's a fine game. I love Xenoblade 1 way more than Xenoblade 2, but that's not to say that I don't still like Xenoblade 2 and its characters and just the Xenoblade series overall. Except for Xenoblade X, which I like to pretend doesn't exist.
Oh, you mean the only Xenoblade game I actually own?
It originally wasn't even supposed to be a Xenoblade game. Monolith Soft was just making, like, just a new IP. And then Nintendo went to them and they were like, you should slap the Xenoblade name on this so that we can get more recognition and sales for the Xenoblade series. And they were like, okay, I guess. Yeah. So this is very difficult for both of us to make a decision on, and I don't think that we will be able to. like neither of us wants to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So, are you familiar with the website Wheel Decide?
No.
So, Wheel Decide is a website where you just... It's like a wheel that you spin, and you can just, like, put different things on it. It's kind of like flipping a coin. Video. Yeah, I Hate Everything used it for his Search for the Worst series.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that thing.
I remember that.
Yeah. You want to use that? I already have it up.
Sure. Oh, you do?
I do. Here, I'll stream...
Did you just...
I'll stream it to you so that you will know that there is no shenanigans going on.
Shenanigans.
Yes.
Oh, there's only two options.
Yeah, there's only two options. It's Byleth and Pyra.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's do it. Are we gaming?
It's Byleth. Alright.
Oh.
It hurts so much.
That's just this entire discussion in a nutshell.
Oh my gosh. I accidentally left the call instead of ending the stream. The Discord stream. Haha, whoops.
Whoopsie.
Okay, so... Guys, this game is gonna be huge. We're gonna sell 2 more copies than we would have out of our install base of 7. Oh, you know what we should have done? You know what would have been funny is if we let the we let the character be determined by the Smash battle that was going on in Spectate. So like one team represented Pyra, the other represented Byleth, and whoever won would make it in. That would have been funny. But no, the wheel has been spun, and the name has been put on the list. And after all that discussion, we still ended up just putting in those 4 that we ended up with, and not putting in Rosa or Aegis, who we took off of the shelf. So, you know, that's nice to those characters to just take them down off the shelf and show them what we could do for them, and then yanking it away.
We just dusted them off and put them back on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was not easy.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Pain.
We did agree on quite a few characters that I did not expect
Luckily.
to. Yeah. That did make things a little easier. And even then, while we have narrowed down this roster of 45 veterans, we still have newcomers to talk about next time.
Yes, newcomers.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot more bias involved in this one.
Absolutely.
Obviously some objective stuff, but...
So, you might expect a certain Twilight Princess villain to be on my list of newcomers. That is not so. Because I am
Ganondorf?
Yes, Ganondorf. I am trying to be at least a little realistic. As much as I want Zant in the game, it's never happening.
It'd be like that.
Gosh.
Honestly, the hardest thing is going to be finding Nintendo characters. I mean, depending on the series.
Let me take a look at my list, because I'm pretty sure... Let me see. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the characters that I have on my list of newcomers are Nintendo characters. So, quick explanation of how we're gonna do newcomers before we go. So, you know, for the next time. Which next time probably won't be until towards the end of October, because Sora is releasing on the 18th, so we're probably going to be recording a video of that on that Tuesday instead of streaming. But next time, when we talk about newcomers, the way we've done it, and I don't know if you've finished your list of newcomers yet, Darth.
Quite yet, no.
Okay. So, Darth and I are each going to pick 20 characters. And then, once again, characters that are on both of our lists get in by default. And then the remainder of them need to be narrowed down into a list of 16 slots. So, if for whatever reason we each happened to pick, if we both had completely different lists, not a single character matched, we would have about 40 characters to narrow down to a number of 16. But yeah, we've already determined that we agree on Waluigi. And if we agree on Waluigi, then there's probably going to be a few other characters that we agree on as well. And I also think that some characters are going to be a little easier to argue for than others. Coming from an angle of like who deserves to be in Smash. And just like who are big gaming icons. I think I have two, possibly 3 characters on my list that are from companies that currently do not have any representation in Smash Brothers.
Right.
So there's still gonna be some there might be some interesting names thrown out there during our discussion that the other didn't think of, but maybe once the other person says it, we're like, oh yeah, absolutely, I agree they should be in, and then we can discuss like, okay, you know, which character do I have on my list that I'm willing to part with so that that character can get in, or, you know,
right,
whatever the case may be. So that's how we're going to be handling that next time. It's also not going to be an easy discussion, but I think once we get the roster out of the way and we start talking like stages and items, things get a little easier. And also it's, you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
So that's it. We have our roster of characters. It was a painful ordeal, but we made it through. And I would like to formally apologize to Darth for putting him through this. Because
it's okay.
His pain from like having to cut the roster down, his pain was palpable. I could feel it. I definitely felt a little bad. But this was painful for me as well. I mean, it'd be different if, you know, like at the end of the day, this is purely speculative, and you know, also just for a bit of fun. So, you know, it'd be a different thing entirely if, you know, someone came up to us and they were like, okay, you have to pick the roster for the next Smash game. Like, whatever your decision is going to be the roster, and you can only pick 45. I think if that were the case, that our roster might look a little different.
Yeah.
A little bit. And also it would be a great deal more painful than this was.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But it was also a good deal of fun, and I am pretty happy with the roster that we have here. I am pretty upset about no playable Terry, but you know, it's this trophy I'll take. And I'm deeply wounded by the lack of Pyra and Mithra in this, but I will get over it. So, yeah, that'll be it from us for today. Thanks to everyone who came out and watched. We will be doing our newcomer stream, possibly on like the 26th. I think Darth still has to finish his list as well, so
Yeah.
that gives you some time to, consider the rest of your newcomer list as well.
Indeed.
Yeah. And that'll be it from us. Anything to say before we go, Darth?
Do the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, do that. And Mickey ears are in Smash Brothers.
Yes. See you later.
Goodbye. Oh, dang it, I always do this where I forget to turn off the starting soon thing before I actually switch over to the actual stream, so then I end the stream, but it still says starting soon, and it's super embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I am not a professional at this.
Indeed.
Kind of shows with that. Yeah, that was... Ugh.
Pain.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep.
Did it end?
No, we're still going.
We are?
Uh-huh.
Hello, everyone. With Pain.
Corin is dead. Crab rave.
Unfortunately. Depending on your outlook.
I have a very positive outlook on that. Turn up the music. Crab rave.